Hey everybody, and welcome to Mommy Mondays. My name is Azucena. Thank you for those who have been following the journey. Basically, this is a venue where I talk about what it's been like pre-pregnancy, during pregnancy, and post-pregnancy. It's quite the journey. So if this is the first time you're joining us, hey, what's up? Hey. Basically, I just ramble on and on. Sometimes I just talk about what it's been like for me, what things are going on with Kai, and also tricks and tips on how to kind of survive and maybe get close to thriving. Right now, I would say that we're pretty much somewhere there at thriving for Kai, just because he's done tremendously in terms of breastfeeding, in terms of eating other food when it comes to baby-led weaning. So that's really great. In terms of me, I have been surviving this whole time. Some days better than others. And that's what I wanted to talk today about. As you can tell by the title Mommy Burnout. Now, last week I didn't post. There was a lot going on. I didn't feel great. I mean, I had a wonderful time when we went out of town for the holidays, but then it was really hard to come from that and then back again into like isolation. And granted, I do go teach my classes, I do go to mommy group and that kind of thing, but it was still really isolating because I was seeing a lot of people all the time. And then I went back to just Kai and I. Now, the first couple of days felt nice because it was kind of like, you're readjusting, you're getting back, you're resting. But then after that, it was just like, ugh. It was also the first week that Victor was working 60 hours that week, right? So it was a long time. So essentially, he would spend 2 to 3 days with us a week without having to go to work. And now it's only 1 day. So it was just like, it was a really rough transition. But I had also scheduled an appointment to go see the Blossom, which is where I received my care during pregnancy. And that was huge because I didn't know what was going on because I was having these kinds of feelings also before leaving to Thanksgiving, right? Like the weeks leading into Thanksgiving. And so actually, on one of the times that I had meeting up with one of the moms, we met at a library and I had the opportunity to pick up this book called Mommy Burnout. Now, this book has been huge because it's helped me identify aspects of my life where I could definitely improve, but also make me see that maybe it's not necessarily postpartum depression, but I am spreading myself thinly. I also found out that I'm the type of person that when the going gets tough, I get tougher versus where really I want to dominate and be like, I got this, I can do it. But sometimes it's not about how much you can do or how much you can really, bring on your back. It's more of like, okay, like realizing that I don't need to do everything and maybe my expectations are a little high. And that I just need to chill. I just need to chill the heck out. And yeah, especially because things have been changing with every stage that Kai is going through. He hasn't started crawling yet, so he's now 7 months going on to 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks, yeah, 7 months and 2 weeks. He'll be 7 months and 2 weeks on this Wednesday. So, oh my God, 7.5 months, yay! Essentially, ¿verdad, mi amor? So, yeah, like because things have been changing and I no longer have to focus on is he getting enough to eat, I now worry about other things, right? But at the same time, I was thinking, okay, well, since I'm not allocating as much time to feeding, then I should be doing more stuff around the house, like justifying the fact that I'm not working, right? And that's another typical problem that stay-at-home moms can face sometimes. Like, right, is this what my life has come to? Am I really being productive, not working? Anyways, it's all kinds of stuff. And not that every stay-at-home mom experiences this, but a lot of us do. And so, and it's interesting because I also fall into this classification of I do spend a lot of time caring for Kai. I am his primary caretaker. And I feel funny saying that. But yeah, it's on me a lot of the time, right? Victor helps when he gets home. He does his daddy duties, But I was having a really hard time navigating and really advocating for myself at times, I think, when it came to Victor, or just in general. So I let my family know, hey, this is kind of how I'm feeling, and they've been really helpful. They're a great support to me. It is difficult because they don't live in the same city, and it's not even that they live here in Maricopa County. Like, they live a couple hours away, so it's not like I can see them daily. It has to be a much more thought out process of going to visit them. Versus if we lived in town, it'll be like, oh, I'll be right over. It's only a 10-minute drive, 10, 20, 30-minute drive, whatever, right? But also, what I was finding difficult is that the fact of adding a child to the marriage dynamic really changes the relationship of you and your spouse, or your significant other if you're not married. And that was something that Victor and I have been finding out. More so me. I'm sure he is too, but I tend to be much more vocal. I am very vocal. But yeah, Victor and I have been talking about that, and I mean, we really made an effort this weekend. We went to the Salvation Army. I love the Salvation Army. We went there. They have a pool. We went into the jacuzzi while Kai was in child watch. It was amazing. We were just there. We were talking. We were la la la. We had an hour and a half to ourselves. We got ready there because there's lockers there. Then we picked up Kai, came home, and made breakfast. It was beautiful because we both got ready together at the same time. And yeah, and Kai was being taken care of. We didn't have to worry about nothing. I had brought it up to Victor before, like, we should do that. But Victor was kind of like, nah. But I think we've both come to the realization, well, I already had. He finally got on board and was like, that's something that we need to do. And I told Victor, like, dude, we pay for it anyways because it's part of our membership. But we can also use it to go to the gym. We can watch episodes of The Mandalorian, or because we're watching that show right now, or Star Wars because we're watching that right now too, because I haven't seen a lot of them. But just to take time to do stuff that we used to do together. And I was like, we could even make it an event where we take snacks and that kind of thing and just sit there and watch this stuff. Because we don't watch stuff when the baby's awake, because we limit the screen time with baby. He doesn't watch any TV with us or phone or whatever. You know what I mean? So unless we're FaceTiming, but that's only happened like once, more like 3 times. But you know what I'm saying? We limit screen time because we're waiting till he's 2 years old. That's just how we're doing. But anyways, being much more mindful and much more proactive of being like, this is our time together as a couple, prioritizing things like just spending time together like we do as friends, right? But also as lovers, which is also making alone time for intimacy, whether that be cuddling to sex, right? And I mean, we can't pretend we don't have sex because we have a baby. So yeah. And then at the same time, I also need to make sure that I'm taking time by myself, because even though I am making a greater effort to go to things like I did yesterday. Yesterday, I took an hour and like 10 minutes to myself. I took Kai to the Salvation Army. They were watching him in child watch. I was reading. I was doing a little bit of work. But really, once Victor is not as busy anymore, I will be taking time to myself where I leave the house without the baby, so that I can do things that I want to do. Now, I do find it a little difficult because I don't want to be alone. But it doesn't mean that if I'm doing these things that I am alone. Like, I'll just have to be very mindful and do something with somebody. So, yeah. Anyways, that's basically it. I'm trying to tackle it a different way. And yeah. ¿Qué pasó, mi amor? ¿Qué pasó? Hey, baby. He has 2 teeth. I mentioned that before. I think it's time for nap time. I'll talk to y'all later. Any questions, feel free to drop them below. If you have me like on Facebook and stuff, send me a message too on there. Like, it's totally fine. If you don't have me on Facebook, I have my information here. Let's talk and get connected. All right, until next time. See ya.